fourth round.
The match didn't start very well because we were 2 down after 25-30 minutes.
We were not playing so bad, but they have 2-3 occasions they scored 2 goals. Could be the kill everyone, but not us.
We didn't feel as though we were so far out of the game that we weren't going to get back in it. We had a chat at half-time. The manager said, look, if you get the next goal, get it back to 2-1, anything can happen.
He said, let's start playing football. And then he changed a little bit the tactic in the half-time.
I knew that they could win the game. I was very calm also, because I knew that we made some mistakes. I knew also where their weakness was.
With Di Matteo putting John Barnes under pressure, the stage was set for the arrival of Mark Hughes.
I actually thought the lad was going to get a tackle in, but he didn't, so I just swung a boot on it. Didn't hit it particularly well, but very pleased to see it go in the bottom corner.
Oh yes! That's what they were missing!
The way we attacked, the manner in which we attacked them, we were quite ruthless. We got at them, and we caused a very good side like Liverpool to look very ordinary.
Now could Sola go on from here? Oh yes! He can! It's 2-2!
It was very, very good goal, and sometimes I try to do the same thing in training, but I'm not able to do it anymore. So a very, very, very special goal.
That was as good a spell as I've been involved in. I think for drama and actual excitement and buzz of being involved in something like that was unbelievable.
Vialli for Chelsea! It's 3-2! Can you believe this?
We could have scored more than 4, and I scored the last 2. Of course, my feeling was the end of the match. I was the happiest man in the world.
Chelsea, Mark White and Liverpool look absolutely bewildered. Those supporters hailing one of the great recoveries.
Biggest advantage you can have is 2 great feet. If you look at the left foot shot against Liverpool and that right foot shot against England, you couldn't say what was his better foot.
Fantastic.
It's brilliant on either side.
All he gets from me is admiration.
Yeah. Absolutely right. Yeah. Well, the teams are coming out. In a moment, Barry Davis will confirm the teams for you, and you'll see that Martin O'Neill's lineup is rather ambitious, I think, to say the least, but comments on that in a moment. Just
in a cup tie this season, and in a way, against his better judgment, he has no reserve among the substitutes. So he and Vialli will be sitting, as it were, cheek by jowl. Otherwise... better from Chelsea. Oh! Absolute cracking drive from Di Matteo, all against the run of the play, but they invited him to have the shot. Comes inside here. Just leave him. A good opening 10 minutes, Claridge, as indeed most of the team, a little bit more than that. Time. Here's Petrescu. Promising looking break this for Chelsea. Petrescu still. Hughes. They've got a man over on the far side. They don't need him. It's 2-0. Hughes the scorer. It's always a vantage point. The roof of the Bentley firm building. Leicester City desperately need something from this. It's the man who made the mistake for the first goal who comes back to make it 2-1. Steve Walsh is the scorer. Newton's the Chelsea player who went down. Grayson's just run into trouble. Davies trying to dig him out, so the free kick given against Clark. The rest look at the number of blue shirts. And it's an own goal by Newton. Far post, he went for the near.
Newton. Johnson. Vialli. Johnson going in again. Penalty for Chelsea. All earned by the enterprise of Erland Johnson. Pryor goes to him, and as if to say, Leicester believe that was designed just to influence the referee, and there's been a miscarriage of justice, but a penalty it is, and the Norwegian is the main man.
Well, we don't get a good view of that, but I've got great sympathy with Leicester. He pulls his leg out. There isn't any contact there that's worth a penalty, I have to say. I'm absolutely amazed that a penalty's been given. I think the referee reacted too quickly. I don't think it was a penalty. There was no contact at all from Elliott. Pryor he runs into. It might be a free kick at best or at worst, Martin, but it's never a penalty kick. But on such things, an FA Cup tie's decided. And he's every right to look disappointed. But it's not over yet. Casey Keller's made some fine saves. He'll be looking for his goalkeeper to make another one now.
Well, it can be decided by this penalty from Frank Leboeuf. He scores! Nothing Keller could do.
Yeah, it's cool. A cool head was needed. Frank Leboeuf, who's I think been Chelsea's best player.
Leboeuf, that's aimed at Mark Hughes. Oh, he missed it, Perrott. Hughes! It's a blow right to the heart of Portsmouth. Mark Hughes, the goal scorer. But you'd have to look at the number 5, Russell Perrott, and suggest there was a misjudgment. Chelsea take the lead in the 26 minutes in spectacular fashion. Zola, Petrescu, Hughes on his chest. He was having his shirt held by Perrott. It's a free kick, and that spells danger. Chelsea with a variety of players in their side who can strike from this sort of distance. Finally, it is Zola. Oh, Clark! Yes, it's in. Wise makes certain. Chelsea, the FA Cup favourites, lead by 2-0 against First Division Portsmouth. Oh, it's a mistake by Andy Orford. Here's Mark Hughes. Chelsea are flooding players in support here. Here's Di Matteo. Here's Zola. That's 3-0. And Chelsea are on their way into the FA Cup semi-finals. A mistake by the captain Andy Orford in losing possession to Mark Hughes has opened the door for Chelsea to now surely make the game safe. McLaughlin, one for Hall to chase, and he'll get to this. He's got Bradbury at the back post. Burton waits, left-footed. What a thumper from Dean Burton. Portsmouth are on the score sheet, but has it come too late? Oh, he's given it straight to Dennis Wise. Hughes on his outside. He just needs to tee it up to Hughes. Wise can tap it in. It's 4 for Chelsea. And they are now certain of a place in the FA Cup semi-finals.
Suggested a semi-final against Wimbledon at Highbury was not something to be looked forward to, but this time there was a master plan.
I knew a little bit what they wanted from us, and we also knew where their weaknesses were. And we anticipated them. It was probably the first time we actually picked a side to do a specific job. We actually played with 4 centre-halves along the back 4. Every one of them, Stevie Clark, Frank Leboeuf, Erland Johnson, Frank Sinclair, they're all centre-halves really. We just said, you defend, the midfield 3 defend, and the front 3 do the damage. Di Matteo, Zola and Hughes. And that's how it worked out that day.
He's got Wise going outside him now. Hughes in the middle with Burley. And it Hughes! Yes! Chelsea have scored! Di Matteo is square of him. Zola's made a run right to left now, nipping in there. Oh, he's turned well, Zola! It's Zola! It's there! It's Chelsea's second! He's onside, Mark Hughes. It came off Chris Berry. Can he make it 3? Yes, he can! It's Hughes again! And Hullit's team are there now!
We went into the game so confident. There was only going to be one winner. You know, we was determined in the way we was going to defend, and
Their second FA Cup final in 4 seasons. This time the team was determined that the outcome would be different.
Last time we had quite a few young players, a lot of players who hadn't experienced the atmosphere at Wembley before, and we was taken back by the atmosphere really. It was like the day first, the game second. This time it was the game first, the day second. Let the fans enjoy the day, but we're the professionals, we've got to go out there and get the silverware.
To be honest with you, I was more nervous before the cup final that just went than the one before, because playing against a team who's supposedly going to beat you. But this time round, it was like the expectancy was there.
Now the first sign of Chelsea on the attack with Di Matteo.
Well, I was actually just starting to try to organise the defence and settle down into the game.
It was just basically I nicked the ball off Musto, I think it was, and played Robbie in the halfway line, and he just kept going. I just ran up from our half, and I thought, yeah.
Well, I was screaming down the right-hand side, calling for Robbie to pass it out wide for me. You know, I hadn't had a touch of the ball yet.
I was ducking and weaving in front of him.
I wasn't too far behind him, to be fair.
Yeah, I was standing right behind it.
I was just behind Roberto. I had a very good view. I was just behind the ball.
It just shows you we must have been playing on a straight line.
As soon as it hit the crossbar, it just seemed like the whole place went quiet, and then they realised that it had gone in. I went crazy after the goal, and I don't remember what happened after.
It's possibly the quickest ever goal in a Wembley Cup final.
I'd try to chase him, and I'd still be chasing him now if I didn't stop, I don't think.
It's Roberto Di Matteo inside 45 seconds.
I was running, trying to catch Roberto Di Matteo.
And Chelsea come away again with Newton.
We needed a second goal, and it's done, and it was really very important for us.
And Chelsea come away again with Newton. Petrescu is to the right.
Dan Petrescu got the ball, whipped a great ball over, a great flick from Zola, and I just put it in the back of the net with my left foot.
It's Eddie Newton for Chelsea. It's 2-0. And it looks like Chelsea's cup now. And it's a moment for Chelsea to cherish.
It was a blue day, all right, and the Chelsea faithful were in the mood to party. So, not surprisingly, were the players.
The best thing is picking it up. I wanted to go to pick it up, make everyone cheer, and then don't put it up, and then put it up, but just to wind them up. But I thought, no, I'll do it properly.
Said to Steve Clark to make sure that he was up the front of the queue, so that when they lifted the trophy up, he'd be on all the pictures. But unfortunately for Steve, as Wisey lifted the cup up, he was getting his medal, so he had his back to everybody.
I played only 3 minutes, but I could say to my nephew that I won an FA Cup.
Chelsea, 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 we're gonna make this a blue day.
We'd done the usual, we'd gone round the pitch, right round the whole pitch, and we got to the tunnel, and I think it was Graham Rick said look, this is the bit you should remember, so go back out, milk it, and that's when we did the famous charge down the pitch.
Some memories so big from the 70s when Ozzy and Con restored our pride. We've a hope and a team.
I will just remind the whole day as something special in my life.
Fans celebrated the return of the FA Cup to Stamford Bridge for the first time in 27 years. The players celebrated, and so at long last did the fans. Others, however, were already looking to the future.
And it's a very exciting time, and I, like everybody else, want to take that forward so that Chelsea really does achieve as we come up to the millennium.
Like constructing a castle, little, try to build it up. There's always somebody who tries to flick it up again, then you build it up again, and so on. You build it slowly, slowly, slowly. Don't go too fast. Don't want to go too fast. Just step by step.
I'd like to see this place finished, and I'd like to see the European Champion Cup being handed to us on that day, just this side of the backyard.